Good morning, happy Friday, welcome to the show. Here we are for this week's edition of the Pit Stop, where we're just here to have some coffee. Here with my Tom Jones mug. Have some coffee. Talk some sim racing and some general BS and kick off our weekend. How you all doing out there this morning? I see we have how is it possible I only see 9 viewers, but I see more than 9 people chatting? That makes no sense whatsoever. Good morning, Callum. Tom Jones, good morning to you, buddy. How you doing? Road Rash is here. Good morning to you as well. Chicken Sim Racing, love the name. Hello to you. Good morning. Racing Harlequin. Good morning to you. I hope I got your name kind of right. Dirge, welcome to the chat. Goddamn rally update, he says. What, you don't like the cheat detection? Is that your problem? Joa, good morning to you, buddy. How you doing? Ice Cream C. Is Fnatic shipping still horrible? I don't know why Fnatic would be any better than they were. I can't testify to where they're at with that. But right now, Fnatic is in limbo. Right in the middle of the Corsair acquisition. And I don't know how that's impacting a great many things. Tom Jones getting in on the frame rates. Thank you, Tom Jones, helping us increase those frame rates for the year. Hopefully we're gonna get there at some point, not too far away. Jogan, I will now call him. Joe Rogan says I get 1 more FPS on Tom. By the way, no wig today. We are channeling our inner Rogan, just so you know. Channeling the inner Rogan. Just keeping it real here on the show today. Alright, so, Ultraman, good morning to you. How are ya? Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Be sure to share the show. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to be good to each other. Go call a friend in your life who you haven't talked to in a long time and just be like, man, I've been meaning to call you for a month. I've been meaning to call you for 3 months. What's up, man? How you doing? Right? Do that. I have a buddy, I've been doing that, and every day I'm really busy. Really one of my best friends from high school, and I haven't talked to him in a while, and I've been thinking it for a while, and it's like, you know what? I need to pick up the phone. Today, I'm going to make sure I do that, and I'm encouraging you all to do something similar. Be good to people. All right. So, anything on your mind, anything you want to get off your chest, anything you think we need to talk about on the show today, be sure to bring it up. We have no agenda. I'm going to go through a few things here, letting you guys know what's going on. Number 1. Been debating what time and what day to do the pit stop. Tentatively, and you'll know when I post it next week, tentatively next Friday we will start putting the show at 8 o'clock. That's an hour earlier than we are here right now. That should give us a little freedom to go long when we need to, so that it won't interfere with other things in my world, whether it be production, disc golfing, or any other fun things I might have up my sleeve. So starting next week, 8 o'clock for the pit stop instead of 9 o'clock. That's Pacific time. That would be 11 o'clock East Coast time, and everyone else figure it out. So that is going to start next week. That should help me out. So the last few weeks I've had to end the show very quickly, very early, because I was going disc golfing, and I've been having a blast doing that. This week, as soon as this show is over, I am actually on vacation. So tomorrow morning, leave on a 4-day motorcycle adventure, and won't be back until Tuesday night. And I have from the minute this show ends until the minute I leave tomorrow to do all of my prep work, because I have done 0 prep, which has me totally anxiety-ridden. Now, I will say this. All week I've been really, really stressed out because I was trying to get a few things done before my trip. I didn't get the TCA, the Thrustmaster TCA flight stick review done. Luckily, Amir got a video out this week showing the 2 new cars and tracks that are coming out next week for Le Mans Ultimate. We might have more on that coming. Can't confirm or deny such a thing. But I did get that video almost done. I did finish 2 videos. 2 videos are going to come out at 6 p.m. on the 23rd. Can't tell you what they are. Or if I did, I'd have to kill ya. No, I have 2 videos coming out 6 p.m. Pacific time on the 23rd. So that's sitting there ready, locked and loaded, ready to go. It'll happen while I'm gone. So that's what I've been working on. That had me stressed out, or at least working very hard night and day until this morning. Literally finished everything this morning before I started prepping for this show. And when this show is over, I'm on vacation. Won't see you guys till Tuesday night. So, all right. That's where I'm at. Let's see. 1 hour earlier, CrowdStrike. Yeah, CrowdStrike, that's... CrowdStrike, screwing everything up. I actually had to jump on iRacing this morning, and I couldn't because of some outage that might be CrowdStrike related. Most of the show, if it's 8. Sorry, Christian. Man, I am sorry. I didn't, it was the only, it was the only thing I could do. I just didn't like doing the show with a time restraint. Can you use SimMagic haptics on a PS5 and GT7? No, Magus, I believe you cannot. I'm pretty sure you cannot. And good morning to you, Magus. I think your first time you've chatted in our group here. Ice Cream C. I am new to sim racing and I have a G29 and FGT Lite foldable and I want to upgrade my gear, but just don't know what I should go with first. Any opinion? Ice Cream C. Great question. And anybody else out there, feel free to give your input. Ice Cream C, what I would say is if you type in !Discord into the chat, it will give you a link to the Simpit Discord. We have a huge community in there and people will literally help you night and day with things like that. And it might get more particular than just an open question like this right now, because it might be like, oh, okay, well, maybe you should go with the SimMagic. Well, which one, right? Something like that. So, the next thing I'm going to say is don't feel bad about your setup. The FGT Lite foldable chassis is a really, really solid chassis. It's comfortable, it's functional, and it gets the job done. The G29 is tried and true, one of the greatest wheels ever made. And there's no reason for you to feel like you have to upgrade. So if you're out there feeling deprived. Now, if you're on the PC, what I would probably recommend is looking at a pedal upgrade and sticking with that G29 and that FGT a little longer and start with doing a pedal upgrade. And then I would probably look into a stronger rig before I upgraded, like Christian said. You know, G29 is fine. And I've read I ran a Moza R12 on the newest Formula Light Pro. And it was totally doable. It's a very heavy wheelbase for that chassis in terms of the weight, structurally speaking. But it held it in place. It got it done. So that's my thinking. The other thing I would consider, if you have any skills and maybe a scrap wood pile in your garage, maybe a DIY, build yourself a Deathmobile and save money to buy a better base. Now, if you're independently wealthy, then jump in our Discord and pose that question. You'll get all sorts of people to help you spend your money. You can always hit me up directly on his Discord as well. I hope that helps. I hope we answered your questions kind of remotely. So yeah, video Wednesday came out. Le Mans Ultimate DLC Pack 1. This is coming out this coming week. 2 hypercars in Imola. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. But Amir put a speculation video out. Here, we'll get
I'm a rusty old boat hitch, and I am barely hanging on. See ya.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some exciting news for you Le Mans Ultimate fans. LMU just announced that they're going to be releasing the ability to purchase the first pack next week on the 23rd of July. And this pack's going to be called the Tifosi Italia. And the reason why it's called that is because it's going to contain everybody's fan favorite track, Imola, to include 2 cars that made their debut.
That is awesome, Magus. Did I say your name? Is it Magus? Magus? Magus. It's probably Magus. I'm sorry.
3.8 liter V8.
Krankenstein, good morning to you. I don't think I've ever spoke with you before. I tell you.
Again,
I love VR. VR is awesome. I wish that VR was getting more enthusiasm, more backing, and more put into it, more optimizations and all that kind of stuff. VR is fantastic. Now, with that said, VR does have a few downsides. It can be costly. Yes, Ice Cream C gifting 5 Simpit memberships.
Very nice.
Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Viking Cat, Kilroy Dave, Road Rash, Alan Stokes, and Dave Coe all gifted memberships. That is so awesome. I'm going to give you another one of these.
Very nice.
You know what else? I'm going to give you more than that. I'm going to give you some jiggles. All right. Oh, I got to turn it off. It'll keep going if I don't turn it off. I got to remember that. All right. So, VR. The downsides of VR is it usually takes a lot of horsepower in terms of computing power. It's going to cost you frame rates, ultimately speaking. That's one downside. The VR can be exhausting long term. It can be a little hot because of the unit on your head. And your eyes can start to wear out just a teeny tiny bit. And then lastly is, I mean, if you paid for an expensive dash or you have a lot of peripherals and button boxes and things you want to touch, the visibility issues. Outside of that, VR is incredible. I wish we were 10 years further ahead in VR than we are now, because it's that awesome. Man, Ice Cream C, thank you so much. Thank you very much, and I appreciate that. And it's a yin yang, right? I love it. All right. So, Le Mans Ultimate, big thing. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. Okay, looking at iRacing, a couple things to talk about. Number one is next week, Exocross. Exocross is coming out next week. Any thoughts on this, you guys? I had a conversation with Amir this morning about Exocross. And, you know, I thought, if I take myself out of the hardcore sim-minded guy that I've become and go back in time, you know, like F-Zero. Who remembers F-Zero? Anyone out there remember F-Zero? F-Zero is one of my all-time favorite games. It had nothing to do with proper sim racing. It had to do with racing. It had to do with kicking ass. But it wasn't a sim racing game, per se. So, Exocross, I mean, maybe if you're a grumpy old get off my yard yelling at the clouds old dude, well, maybe it isn't for you, right? Because I'm not sure F-Zero would have the appeal today that it had when I was 30. How old is F-Zero? How old is that? Was that? I'm guessing that was when I was 30. So that game had to have been like 25 years ago. The new Simpit League on Exocross. Yeah, well, we might. You know, how do we get a younger audience on the show? I mean, no offense, guys, but don't we need some young blood? And if that's the case, then it's going to be maybe through gateway driving games, which could be anything from Grand Theft Auto to Exocross, right? Outrun was your first racing game on the Sega. Outrun was epically. It's 35 years old. Is that right? 1991? Yeah, I was probably younger. Yeah, I was probably more like 20. Yeah, now that I think about it. In fact, I was probably 24, I think. So, me and a bunch of my friends, we had someone come over, and they'd be like, I challenge! And it was F-Zero. That was the challenge, and it was a goofy thing that kids did, right? Demetrius, good morning to you. I haven't seen you in the chat this morning. I think we've spoken before, but first time today. I think one of the first racing games you played was Midtown Madness. Oh my god, Midtown Madness was really epic. And V-Rally on the Game Boy. V-Rally on the Game Boy was very important. Very important. Mobile gaming at the time was everything, was it not? Yeah, we do that often, Ice Cream C. We do age ourselves often here. Josh is going to do a train Sim League. Is it train racing or just like train management? So yeah, Exocross comes out next week. That'll be kind of interesting to see what people think of it. Tomorrow. Actually, I think they start tonight. They probably are running 4 splits as usual. Tomorrow morning will be the split that the Simpit teams are going to run in. Tomorrow is the iRacing Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps and the virtual Spa 24-hour race. 24-hour race starting tonight, tomorrow afternoon, and tomorrow night. 4 different time slots is my guess. And here are the Simpit teams. We're going to talk about this later again because I like to applaud, I like to thank, and I like to wish the best of luck to the guys who run in the Simpit endurance team. So for that Porsche, that beautiful Porsche you see there on the left-hand side of the screen. Actually, I'm going to turn my ugly mug off real quick because let's get a better shot. So we've got Edgar Guadalupe, Ken Estep, Neil McDougall, Ola Sarnquist, and Sven Labe all sharing that beautiful Porsche for the 24-hour event. They've got their IMB, their Ricmotech, their No Limit sponsorship on that car. And then on the right-hand side, you see that beautiful-looking Corvette that Amir Assad, Johnny Alford, Mike Pepper, Noah Hinton, and Sam Hinchy will be running in, rocking the same sponsor. So 2 different entries. Look at that. We've got 10 Simpit drivers taking part in the Simpit, in the Spa 24-hour race. Awesome. And I know that tomorrow Amir will be streaming this on YouTube and Twitch. I know that Sven and Ken and Sam also usually stream their races, and who knows, maybe somebody else from that group. Anybody racing in that race, feel free to put a link to your stream in our Discord channel so that people come support you, cheer you on, and watch the race. So good luck to Edgar, Ken, Neil, Ola, Sven, Amir, Johnny, Mike, Noah, and Sam. Best of luck. Keep it clean. Bring her home. All right, so that's tomorrow. Let's see. Need for Speed. Need for Speed. It's like, which one? My personal favorite Need for Speed is Porsche Unleashed. I mean, it's hard to take away from the original. The original was so freaking important. But Porsche Unleashed was my favorite of the Need for Speed series. We need Twisted Metal League. Wouldn't that be great? Haven't they remade that game like 2 or 3 times now? Haven't they? And you ran Need for Speed on a keyboard. When I first started racing, it was on IndyCar game, and it was playing on a computer. I mean, on a computer with a keyboard. And I don't remember, but it was like 20 clicks to get around each corner kind of thing. It was kind of funny. What is a spa? Not this spa. This is a men's spa. I need a pee bottle right now. Oh, looks like YouTube just added an ad. Inserted an ad. So when they insert an ad, I'm assuming that just puts us on a further delay. Like the delay time. Ice Cream C made it into the Discord. Welcome. All right, Le Mans Ultimate. You heard it from Amir first. Well, maybe that wasn't the first place that you heard it. Le Mans Ultimate Season Pass coming through with its first piece of DLC. The first pack will form 1/4 of the 2024 DLC Season Pass. So that means 3 more to go. All right. In this, we have a few things. So here we're getting some shots of International Enzo Edino Ferrari, aka Imola Circuit, as well as the Lamborghini SC63 and the Peugeot 9X8. And so this is coming out on Tuesday the 23rd, same day that our 2 videos are coming out. Ads just mute you for... Oh, is that right? So you miss out on that 10 seconds, Kellum? Do you literally miss out on that 10 seconds? Like you see me and you don't hear me? Imola. Imola. Alright, so yeah, there we go. The Peugeot and the Lamborghini SC63 and Imola making its way into Le Mans Ultimate. That looks nice. That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot right there. So will all these games have to change the billboards from Fanatic to Corsair? The French Evolution. Here we go. Here's the video I want to see. Peugeot. I had a buddy who had a really, really nice Peugeot racing bicycle, like in the 80s. It was a beautiful bicycle. Campagnola equipped. LMU is just getting better and better and better. Rock solid. There is a reason LMU jumped up to number 2. I got some shit for that video. Of course. You know, if you do a top video like this, top 5, you know you're going to get yelled at by people. And of course I did. But yeah, top 5 must-have sims. And Le Mans Ultimate jumps up to number 2 on the list without any hesitation from me whatsoever. They're in every sim, it seems. All right. This is something I was thinking about just the other day. And then this morning when I was prepping the show, eerie, like, Matrix kind of, like, was that a glitch in the Matrix kind of thing? This came up, because I've been talking about Goodwood with a bunch of friends of mine, and been watching some Goodwood videos, and I was like, what are the best ways to drive Goodwood in Sim right now? And ask and you shall receive. But Overtake actually gave us an answer. So thank God for Overtake for letting us know. Okay, so in Assetto Corsa, there was a Goodwood Hill Climb DLC. They have a link to it right there for original Assetto Corsa, by the way. Rensport has Goodwood as I think that was part of the latest update, if I'm not mistaken. And then Gran Turismo 6 also had Goodwood. So future inclusions. Tracks. iRacing alluded to the fact that they are scanning 3 tracks in England. 2 of their guesses were Thruxton and Cadwell Park. Or maybe they're doing a 3rd and it could be Goodwood Hill Climb. Considering we have the Mount Washington Auto Road Hill Climb. Alright. That is the one I got most hammered over, I think, Joa. Dirge, you know why? Make sim racing great again. The manners are better because it's that hardcore audience right now. So if you think back to the early days, and I'll probably get a lot of grief or flack for saying this, but if you go back to the early days of iRacing, it was pretty epic. The safety rating meant a lot, and it meant a lot in terms of who you were racing with, and everybody was using everything well enough, and the content was so much more concentrated that we were all kind of racing in the same place or places. There wasn't as much variety to choose from, and now I think that it's become so crowded that it unfortunately takes it back from that club environment to more of a professional environment. And I'll tell you, from doing I can't say that I ever professionally raced, technically, but I did race at the highest level of go-karting, and just a handful of races at that level. And so I know, and I can tell you the difference between doing a club level race and the paddock attitude environment that is carried on, not only there, but it carries itself onto the track. And the minute you start putting the word professional, where people are taking it seriously, looking for contract sponsorship or money, it all goes out the window. You will make no friends in the paddock. You will have no friends on the racetrack. And I think that that's what has happened to iRacing over time. Not that there are professional contracts or that much money to be made, or that you have to be that way to get there, but it just comes with numbers, I feel. And with the diversity of content, it is taken the safety rating meeting and iRating mean. When I said safety rating, I actually meant both, and lowered what they actually mean or the value of them. I think Le Mans Ultimate is in that club level where things are wholesome and wonderful. How's that? Anybody agree or disagree with me on that? I don't think there is a long version of Goodwood. I do not think that. I think it is what it is. Cadwell's a damn goat path, only suitable for bikes. LMU better because Joe Rogan hasn't discovered it yet. Joe Rogan is getting a ridiculous amount of hate in our Discord, and I've been involved in it myself. And I don't even hate Joe Rogan. I'm going to stay neutral on Joe Rogan. It is awesome how something like that will just kind of go crazy in our Discord from time to time. So if you do choose to join our Discord today, I will warn you there's some Joe Rogan funniness. It's all in good fun and good humor. I don't think anyone means any actual ill will, but I will forewarn you. So please type in ! And see your greatest Joe Rogan comment. Jogan comment. Elon said he would fund your campaign to make Race Room great again, but only the 32-bit version because Joe told him the 64-bit version sucks. LMU is worth the money. Is Steam sales still going on? I'm not sure if it's on sale. And with 3 more updates coming this year, or in a year, within the year, I should say, you might even want to consider the season pass. I'll let you know more. We'll let you know more about the season pass and its value coming up. No, I don't think he beat Mitchie Hoyer. If he did, then he hired Bono Hui to do it. All right, Rensport, we already mentioned it. All right, so heart-stopping. Battle is for the fastest time up the Goodwood Hill. We just talked about Goodwood. So Rensport, which is now in open beta. I'm going to mute their things so we don't get demonetized. Be one thing if he used it regularly, right? Has anyone seen him? Hey, who knows? Maybe he is. Has anyone seen and raced against Joe Rogan online? And if you paid that much, why wouldn't you just hire like a Bono Hui to sit in your rig all day making you look awesome on sim racing? I'm kidding. All right, so yeah, Goodwood is now part of Rensport. And I think this is new as well, the 911 GT3. This isn't just a car. It's a precision-engineered masterpiece. Every curve, every vent, every roar of the flat 6 engine is a testament to pure racing pedigree. How's that? I still say I have a face for radio and I have a voice for print. All right. And you guys tolerate it. Thank you so much. I love you all. Oh, another shot here. The Porsche GT3 Rensport. Joe Rogan has a 14,000 iRating. He tried to... He's not. My twin brother is not watching. I'm no Joe Rogan. All right, so yeah, beta update 1.9.0 has arrived. I think we already mentioned that, but yeah, Rensport, Goodwood. Get your Goodwood. I have been following the GT Revival Twitter page for a couple months now, waiting for news, and there's been absolutely none, zero. And why? Well, because it wasn't going to be GT Revival in the end. It is now Project Motor Racing. Project Motor Racing. So it's no longer Project Cars. It's Project Motor Racing. Straightforward secures publishing deal with Giant Software. Why do people... I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. What are they going to do? Shut down my show? Why do people keep backing Ian Bell? And how many times and ways has he haunted the sim racing community? I will buy a copy of GT Revival. I will hope for the best and that it's a quality effort. But I am going to just straight up say it. Ian Bell has had a negative impact on sim racing and a very money-driven, selfish attitude towards sim racing. And anybody who loved Simbin and the original efforts from them will know exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody who maybe were going to buy the stupid... What was their stupid project box? Remember their stupid freaking box they were going to do? Do you remember that ridiculously stupid Ian Bell project? We're going to make a console failure? Yeah, Ian Bell. I will buy the game. I will give it a fair shake. But I am not a fan of Ian Bell. We'll see what happens to my show. Yeah, Ian, I'm better than my customer's Bell. Exactly. Again, I'm going to give it a fair shake. If it's a sim, if it was Project Cars 3, I would be giving it a fair shake. I will never let my personal opinions of the person in charge. There are a lot of people who are going to be working on this title. He's just the man in charge, the man making the big bucks. But yeah, the Stig will be doing the handling. Sure, it'll be solid. It'll be awesome. It'll be so motorsport driven. That was 3 has kept me eager. The disappointment. Yeah, I'm sorry, Project Cars 4. I misspoke a moment ago. Oh, Ian Bell. All right, I'm done with that. All right, WRC, EA WRC post the Simpit rally season. Timing is perfect. Version 1.9.0 update to EA WRC is rolling out now across all platforms. From what I understand, this includes cheat protection, right? Here's the patch notes. Yeah, Christian, do you remember that? Remember the party? Remember all of the statements at the party? Alright. Key changes. EA added anti-cheat on the PC, performed additional preparatory work on EA eSport WRC, addressed several minor bugs and issues with VR beta. That's cool. Crash fixes, audio, career clubs. Callum, any improvement on the VR? WRC, best sim ever that is on patch 1.9. Oh, the update stopped you from running your rally. Oh, no. I don't think it was the same. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Project Cars console. That's gonna give me wait. I had. Hey, can somebody find me? Anybody want to be my hero of the day? Can somebody find me the picture of the Project Cars box? I know somebody knows what I'm talking about. I can't remember what it was called. What if I just call it a box instead of a console? Here it is. Here is the Ian Bell console. Oh, hold on. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, I blew it. Nobody sent it to me yet? Console box. Nobody's gonna beat me? Was this it? Yeah, Slightly Mad. That's right. I couldn't remember the name of their... open image. Nobody beat me. You guys suck. Here it is. The Slightly Mad box. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Is that the same as Soulja Boys? Alright. Project Cars 3 will bring iRacing to its knees. Ian Bell, 2020. Oh. Still not smooth over. Alright. That's too bad, Christian. No one cares about Ian's box. Alright, we already covered that. There's also going to be an update coming on Monday for F1 24. So, there's patch notes version 1.7. Looks better than Soulja Boys. Alright, well, it never happened. I only brought this up for one reason only, and it was just to amuse my computer nerd friends out there. Just to amuse you. BeamNG is having a GIF contest. They want you to share. Take part in BeamNG's GIF showcase giveaway. Find more details. So if you wanted to make a GIF for them, you can go ahead and do that. And there's details at their Twitter page on how to enter it. Alright? Alright? This is for Heiko. I gotta pee. What time is it? I didn't pee before the show. That was a mistake. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we should take a 2-second break. I could just leave you with this for the whole time. Alright, we have... How long is this video? It's 59 seconds. I'll be right back. Oh, I should have put on loop. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, so this is the Germany rework project. So we are already... Joe Rogan never pees. He's like Kim Jong-il. You just peed watching the jiggles. Good morning, Way Crush. Haven't seen you this morning. Good morning to you. All right, so yeah, Germany rework, which is cool. We saw a California rework as well. So SCS always cranking out new stuff. I think I had another video from them I want to check out. This is the Nordic Horizons DLC. Map designer Pavel, who is working with the mountains and nature of the upcoming Nordic Horizons DLC for ETS2. So that looks pretty cool. What else? What else? And another one. Welcome to Trikala, Greece. The city of Trikala will be included. Greece isn't very big. I wonder how well modeled Greece is, right? I mean, Greece is smaller than California, isn't it? How big is Greece compared to California? Greece is 1/3 the size of California. So how detailed is the Greece DLC? Anybody ever do that? I wonder if Joe Rogan plays Truck Sim. Yeah, we've seen some pretty elaborate Truck Sim setups. I have recently. For sure. People get pretty crazy. Same with Flight Sim. I've seen a lot of really elaborate Flight Sim setups recently. All right. Speaking of elaborate, are you ready for this? I have to mute because if I play their audio, we'll get demonetized. This is made by SimLab Products, the new Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 Sim Racing Steering Wheel 2024. What? They're not going to put it in the real car? It can't be that good then, right? It's not getting put in the real car. Maps are pretty dense in ETS2. What about the DLC? Are they improved on the base game? So what do you think that a wheel like this should cost? And what do you think a wheel like this will cost or does cost? I mean, it looks like the real deal legit, right? That's like pretty awesome. I'm going to tell you. DLC is much improved. Okay. Kind of like Flight Sim. I mean, they're covering so much area in Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator in general that it's hard to be very detailed. 3,700 grand Canadian. You think it should cost 200, but it will cost 700, 500. Do you guys not know Sim Labs by reputation at all? Do you? It's got a very large screen. Do you see that? It's got a lot of lights. It's got some hardcore looking buttons and encoders and dials. It's a carbon fiber body, a molded rubber grip. I don't know if it is. It was when I was prepping the show, so I wasn't able to get oval results, and I wasn't able to get some footage that I wanted. All right. The answer to your question, how much is the Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 Sim Racing Steering Wheel? Way Crush, is that a guess, or did you research? Tom Jones saying 1,500. $24.99. Come on down with your $24.99. Way Crush, you are $1 off. I think you were rounding up. Yeah, 2,500 buckaroos. That's expensive. But it's like kind of legit. The officially licensed Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 Team Sim Racing steering wheel is a masterpiece of engineering and design. Nothing has been spared to make this wheel as authentic as possible, with its sole purpose of being the best sim racing steering wheel on the market. Look at this. Wait, go back. Look at this. Look at these goings-ons. $24.99 is Joe Rogan expensive. Joe Rogan, that's expensive. Oh, it's 37. Well done, Joa. I should have known. Is that a... What the... Who the what-a? There's some weirdness going on here. Back buttons. I have been waiting for back buttons. Okay, now that I'm starting to see him, I have a buddy who used to make steering wheels. He's a friend. I refer to him often. He works for Dallara now. Back in the day, this would be in like 2002, 2003. Brandon, good morning to you. He made he worked for Ray Hall Racing, and he made steering wheels. He was like one of the electronics dad guys, and he literally was the guy who made. So this was like the last era where you'd buy a Mobo blank, and you'd build your own button box for it that would get sandwiched between the wheel mount and the wheel rim. And that was his job, was making those. So my friend and I, for years, were talking about making steering wheels, and you know, we knew that it was going to be a couple $1,000s, maybe $1,500 to $2,500 to build, like, you know, indie level wheels when we started talking about it. And one of the things that I talked about was wanting buttons, and now they're putting one. I actually want to see 3 or 4. I would like, if I'm going to have a butterfly shaped wheel that dictates my hands stay in the 9 and 3 position, I would actually like to see 4 buttons on the back of the wheel, not just one. It would be easy to index them. It would be easy to do that. So, added functionality at your fingertips, literally. Anyway, we never got around to it. And then the explosion of companies making expensive wheel came on. And I guess we were wrong, because we were like, how many are we going to sell? It'll be a lot of work. And we never got around to it. But how wrong we were. We were right in idea, wrong in follow through. But look at this piece of work. All right, I'm going to catch up with some of your... Oh, Pure Guess, well done. Nobody likes Merc that much, not even Toto. Wave Crush was going to go 2, but rounded up to 25, well done. Even Hamilton has to save up for his rim. Look at the people of Walmart. We should just have force feedback game pads. Oh no. That one, it used for the burnout of the line as it moves all brake balance to the front. Oh, I gotcha, Mike. So like what a drag race car will do. What a trip. What a trip. It's so true, David Payne. So true in a lot of cases. Not all cases, but yes. All right. Wow. All right. You guys better come up with some conversations of discussion, because we are getting to the end of the show. I didn't even try to keep it short. We're just doing our show today, and yeah, we're running out of content. Not a lot of news. Xbox Elite controller on a DD base. Yes, my Christmas list has that wheel and a Simucube active pedal is on my Christmas list. All right, Simpit Rally League did wrap up. I missed the final 2. Sorry I missed the last 2, but I will say I'm pretty proud that I made 10 of the 12 events for the Simpit Rally season. I didn't think I was going to be able to make that many runs, so I actually exceeded my expectations. Yeah, they really are. Ice cream. Ice cream. They Fnatic basically entered a form of bankruptcy in Germany, or Endor, the parent company, did. and they removed their CEO, that being Thomas Yackermeyer, and they installed a new CEO to go through the bankruptcy or rebirth process. In doing so, Corsair bought, I believe, majority stake, or they bought it outright. I don't know the exact details. German courts are a little harder about bankruptcy than American courts, so there's some debt to be paid off, not just swept under the rug, and things like that to be sorted out. The company is operating in transition as far as I know, but I don't know, who controls what at this point. Okay. Just one pedal, not all three. I just need one. I think the other two, I definitely don't need it on my gas pedal. And I'm getting closer and closer to running a clutchless sim rig in the near future. Just because. I mean, I don't do H pattern very often. What rally sim? We run WRC EA Rally. At least the F1 wheel isn't ugly. Simcore is making the IndyCar wheel, and it's ugly and expensive. The Simpit Rally League, by the way, yeah, so we run EA, WRC via RaceNet, and we just finished our season, and I'm sure we're going to get something coming up in the near future. It was a very successful season. So, in fact, let's talk a little bit about the Simpit Rally. So, this last stage was Sardinia, and Jeff SMKU won the event by a 33-second margin over David S., with Max Power finishing in third, Alesh Mom, Caractacus rounding out our top 5. PC Deadman, Nikor, Betty, SVT, good job, Scott, and Voice You Moldovan round out our top 10. And we had 16 total finishers, so 11 through 16. Frito, Sport, Razor Blades, F4H, LRJ, Spatial Dragon, and Zabalin Green were our 16 finishers in the 12th stage, which is rather amazing. I didn't do overall. Thank you. I'm sorry, Callum. I thought I had it all prepped properly. That was the results of stage 6. I'm sorry. The final results at Sardinia were changed. So Jeff SMKU, David S, Max Power. Those are our podium finishers. Caractacus and Alesh Mom round out the top 5. PC Deadman, Frito Sport, Nikor, Betty Racing, and Voice You Moldovan round out our top 10. Our championship standings are as follows. So this is after 12 events. Jeff SMKU really dominated the season, and it was really only David S. who gave him a run for his money, to be honest with you. 261 points and the championship at hand. And we're going to get some gloves out to him, and I understand, I believe David is owed a pair of gloves from last season. I'm going to look into that. I haven't had a chance. It's been a little nuts for me this week, and I'm leaving town, but when I return, I'm going to try to square all that away, you guys. Alesh Mom finishing in third place. So Jeff SMKU, David S., and Alesh Mom are our top 3 finishers in the Simpit Rally League. PC Deadman, Adam McGee. I always call it McGee. It's Adam MMCCC in 5th with Bloody McGee in 6th. Dirge Christian in 7th. Caractacus in 8th. Great job, Caractacus. I think you came in mid-season and scored some points and got all the way up into 8th. It's very hard to get points in the Rally League. Max Power in 9th and Nikor in 10th. Take you through the top 20 at least, and you still won't find me. Kurt F5, B5, Frito Sport Booth, Betty Racing, the Cisco, J, AKZ, Scion. Oh, there I am in 19th. Simpit, Sean, and TFR are our top 20 after a great season. Phenomenal season. Thank you, everybody. How many, let's see, I got some notes from Callum on this. Do we have total, 26 drivers actually scored points this season, which is phenomenal. Jeff SMKU actually scored 31 individual stage wins. PC Deadman got 13. David S. got 9. Power stages, those were the brutally long stages at the end. Jeff won 7 of those. David S. won. PC won 1. And overall event wins, it was Jeff SMKU winning 5 of them. Joa, Bloody McGee winning 2, and David S. winning 2. PC also won 2, and Adam won 1. Those are all the wins for the events for the season. And great, fantastic, phenomenal rally season. I want to thank Callum, PC Deadman, PC at PS4. I keep screwing your name up. PS4 Deadman, Callum. He has been our series admin for a couple seasons now, putting entire seasons together. It's not easy, you guys. It's not just pick a rally, and it's like you got to pick all the stages, you got to put it all together, you got to submit it all to RaceNet, you got to motivate the guys to get out there and run. Fantastic job, Callum. Thank you so much for all you do for the rally fans in our community. So, all right, let's see. What else do I want to talk about? One more time. Did you guys change the Corvette? Which Corvette are you running? Are you running this one, or are you running that one? Which Corvette are you guys running? Amir, Johnny, Mike, Noah, Sam. One more time, big shout out to the Simpit Endurance team, who will be running in the CrowdStrike 2.4, the Irony 2.4 hour spa. Noah Hinton, Johnny Alford, Amir Assad, Sam Hinchy, and Mike Pepper will be in that beautiful Corvette. And Ola Sarnkist, Sven Labe, Neil McDougall, Ken Estep, and Edgar Guadalupe are going to be in the Porsche. So, good luck. We will have links in our Discord channel to the live streams. I know Amir's going to stream on the Simpit YouTube and the Simpit Twitch page. I have a hunch, because they usually do, that, let's see, Sven, Ken, and Sam usually stream. And anybody else who's part of our team, please be sure to put a link to your stream if you do stream it in the Simpit Discord main channel, so we can all follow you guys and cheer you on. Let's see, that was the Mad Box. We're not going to look at that again. We'll look at a few sim rigs. Last chance. I'm going to look at a few sim rigs. Any last minute suggestions, comments, questions, things you want to get off your mind about sim racing. Just letting you guys know a few things. I am leaving town as soon as I hit end the stream here. I am on vacation, and I'll be back Tuesday. Looking forward to getting out of town and doing some other things. Beyond that, next week's pit stop, and at least for the short term, maybe through summer, maybe in winter, we'll switch back. Right now, for the next period of time, the Sim Pit is going to start an hour earlier at 8 o'clock my time. 1 hour earlier than normal. That starts next week. I can tell you that at 6 o'clock on the 23rd, I have 2 videos. One, I'm really excited about. So, so Tuesday, if you remember those words when you're watching the video, I'm super excited about a video that's coming out on Tuesday. Can't tell you what it is. Not going to tell you what it... Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Yeah. So, just letting you know. Sean, have you thought about a Keeps sponsor? What's a Keeps? David S., I will try to take some photos. I'm really bad at chronicling my moto adventures. It's very... I don't know if anybody's done anything like it. It's really intense and it's very difficult. And it just doesn't lend you those moments where you're like, oh, I should chronicle this moment. You're just sort of surviving, honestly. This trip's a little shorter than other trips, so maybe it'll be a little bit more relaxed. I don't know. We don't even know what we're doing. Honestly, I have no idea where we're going. We kind of know where we're going. Kinda. Barely. All right. Hair goo. What are my thoughts about hair goo? Oh, Keeps. So, here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and if anybody has better information on this, please let me know. When I first started losing my hair a long time ago, this is like 20 years ago now, I was using Rogaine for a while. And minoxidil is its active ingredient. And what I learned about minoxidil is it is glue. It's hair glue. So, if you use Rogaine, whatever hair you have might just hang in there a little bit longer. But in my experience, it does not regrow a single friggin' follicle. You'll convince yourself for a few months that it is, but in fact it's placebo and there is no hair growth. But you stop losing hair at the rate you had it. But it's also very greasy. It's just not that necessary. Now, yeah, if your hair's thin and you want to keep it, it will work. Now, I have also heard that Propecia actually does cause hair growth. So the real key for those who are really obsessed with their hair would be running Propecia and Rogaine simultaneously for all of eternity to keep your hair. Now, the problem with Propecia, from what I understand, never tried it, is it does this. Ooh, if you know what I mean. Ooh. And I'm not having any of that. All right? So I never tried it. Anyway, and then the last thing for me is, you know what? I was at Supercuts. I've told the story before, the day I shaved my head. I was at Supercuts. I went for a haircut, and the lady who was doing my hair was trying to sell me, like, hair Rogaine shampoo and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I already have it. And she mentioned it a couple times during my haircut. And I'm like, that kind of sucked. That was kind of, like, disturbing and embarrassing for when I'm paying you to do a service. And then when I went to pay for it, the lady ringing me up was like, oh, we have this hair growth, blah, blah, blah. At which point I paid. I left a tip because I'm a decent human being. And I said I'll never pay for another haircut again. I shaved my head, and I've never looked back. Now I'm going to say, am I proud to be bald? I wouldn't go that far. Do I mind being bald? I wouldn't say I'd root for it, but I'm totally over it, and I just don't care. All right? So, there you go. No, I did not get hairy palms from it. Yeah, I am a lot more embarrassed about my belly than I am my hair. I'm a lot more embarrassed about my arms, my shoulders, and my chest than I am about my hair. I am a lot more embarrassed about my ability to run a mile or go on a 20-mile bike ride than I am my hair. And I mean that sincerely. All right, because those are things I can affect. I have the power to control my weight, my muscles, my endurance. Even at my age, I feel that that's all within my control. The hair, that's just fate. That's genetics. It is the genetic betrayal that is my life. Anyone name the movie? First one to get the movie gets a jiggles from me. First one to get that's a great quote, by the way. The genetic betrayal that is my life. I'm 5'0" nothing, I weigh too much, and I'm bald. By the way, I never had good hair. So when I'm the guy who didn't miss, it's not like I ever had hair that I was like, I like my hair, it works. Never got a haircut, and I'm like, yeah, let's put a picture and make that my hair. No one has the quote. No one. Amir, you do. And it looks like you'll have it for life. Nope, not from Tommy Boy. Not from Tommy Boy. Not from Twins. Great guess, though. That is a great guess. JJ, good morning to you. I haven't said hello to you. Hey, everybody out there, be sure, we're almost to the end of the show. Be sure to give the show a thumbs up if you're having fun. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if it's the first time you're here, and you'll find out when we go live or a new video comes out. Nope, it's not Wolf of Wall Street. It's actually a great movie. Night at the Roxbury, no. Great guess. Great guess, but no. Heather, do you mean Heathers? No. That was a good movie. I need to go watch Heathers. I haven't seen that since way back when. Yeah, I'm glad my eyes are doing better than my hair. My ears are not. It is not from Die Hard. It is not from Pulp Fiction. It is not from Titanic. It is not from Debbie Does Dallas. It is not from Star Wars or Honey, I Shrunk the... Switching Lanes! Switching Lanes. Did you look it up or did you know? Did you look it up or did you know? Romy and Michelle's. Romy and Michelle's. Dune. You guys had some great, funny guesses. It's not from Rocky. Romy and Michelle's. Okay, hold on. Can we get it? Is the genetic betrayal that is my life. Can we get that clip? Oh, come on. Nobody's clipped this? Oh, it's such a great line. One of the greatest movie lines ever. Ah. Let's try this. So this is very sim racing related. Here we go. Here we go. This is worth getting demonetized for.
This dress exacerbates the genetic betrayal that is my legacy.
Oh, that is my legacy. I got it wrong. Oh, Sean, you suck. You suck. Oh, wait, I didn't come through on my part. Where are we? Switching lanes. Switching lanes. This is for you.
This park is my legacy.
This dress exacerbates the genetic betrayal that is my legacy.
I love it. I love it. All right. All right. Look at this $50,000. Is this Joe Rogan's next sim rig? And Joa, thank you for the jiggles, by the way. Garofalo, that's her name. Garofalo. Joa is the one who put this together for us. Thank you, Joa. I'm going to use that forever. I love it. $50,000 for that weirdness. The OG. That's not really. Oh, how it started. Feedback here. We got. Okay, so there's his first. Oh. Love the double rigs. Actually, I guess that's technically a mullet, but he's using the other one, right? No, that's a mullet. That's a mullet. We need a mullet. We need a Joe Dirt clip for when we see a mullet rig. Why does it have to take up so much space? Well, because if you're spending that kind of money, you probably have the space. Is your wheel supposed to do this when your force feedback's on? Why am I not hearing it? Are you guys hearing it? I don't know what it's doing. I can't hear it.
Now you want to neutral colors.
Oh, great. Now we have the mute. Holy widescreen, Batman. Is that 249? So he's gone to a... Is that a center seam? Or is that 3? There's... No. Okay, there's the bezel over there and another one over there. That's 3 widescreens. Has anyone done that? What are you guys' thoughts on 3 widescreens? Is that what I think it is? Triple 45 OLEDs. 45. I thought they were 49. I'm already complaining. You know, I'm just at triple normals here. And if I had to make one observation complaint is that it's just so short top to bottom. And sure, the width is great. The problem is the up and down, not the width. What a wasted GPU. Yeah, I mean, 2/3 of the pixels aren't even in your view. I 3 wide in the terms of triples. So that's like his resolution is like stupid. It's like 12,000 or something. Yeah, 32 triples makes total sense. Thank you, Alesh. Congratulations on your 3rd place, finishing the rally. And Pogacar, he just might be the GOAT. I don't know if he'll get enough Tour wins to be, like, unarguably the GOAT, but the way Pogacar does it against the modern era of cycling competition, like Van Aert, he might be the strongest ever in Tour de France. Yeah, Pogacar. And he rides a Colnago. All right, VR is king. We started that. Today started with some VR chat, Brandon. Yeah, that setup seems stupid to me. All right. All right, any other rigs? Ooh, I just got a twinge of hunger. That's what I'm running, David, on my other rig. I really like that. I really, really like the 49. I don't know if my jury's out on 49 versus triples. I mean, yes, I do like the way the triples wrap around a little bit more, give me just a little hint of side. And yes, it's more view. But every time I fire up that 49, I'm like, this is so clean and awesome. So, 6 57-inch monitors is the GOAT. There is a point where the scale gets wrong. So, I used to work at CXE. We do some rigs with just monster, like 100-inch TVs, monitors. And I'd be sitting there looking at the sim, and I'm like, if I were to take a tape measure and measure the dashboard represented, it is physically larger than the actual car. That seems like it shouldn't be that way. So, hi, Max. All right, I have been scrolling, trying to give you guys opportunity to get your last-minute questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, destructive activities, any of it. Do it now, because we're bringing it to a close. We're going to start our vacation any minute now. Actually, that's not true. I have to go put some details on the videos I uploaded. But we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Any questions you ever have about sim racing, just get into the Simpit Discord. If you're watching this show, you can type in !Discord. If you didn't get a chance to do that live, you can come back next week, or you can find us Simpit on Discord. We have a great community, always helping out, always giving answers to questions like, hey, VR, I have some questions. We have guys who have almost every other VR headset on the market. You can get very specific answers. Same thing, getting up to speed in racing, or you want to know how to join our rally league. All that info is there. If you're watching, be sure to give the show a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can find out when we go live next. And just a last reminder that we will be at 8 o'clock, an hour early from now on the pit stop. It's going to take some getting used to on all of our parts. Mine too. Hour early from now on for the pit stop. And be there or be square next week, and I'll be able to tell you how things went. Maybe I'll try to have some pictures of my adventure trip if I can. Hopefully I will be able to give you guys something, hopefully. And yeah, one more time, big shout out to Edgar Guadalupe, Ken Estep, Neil McDougall, Ola Sarnquist, and Sven Labe running in the beautiful Porsche for the Simpit Endurance team at the Spa 24-hour tomorrow. And in that beautiful Corvette, we've got Amir Assad, Johnny Alford, Mike Pepper, Noah Hinton, and Sam Hinchy. So good luck to all of those guys. Tune in on our Discord to get links to all the live streams. We'll have live streams coming from different drivers throughout the race, the 24-hour period. And beyond that, you guys have yourselves a great weekend. Get out there. do some sim racing, and thank you for hanging out with me on this Friday. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.